I'm Daniel Ramp. I'm a senior lecturer in the School of Life Sciences at the University of Technology, Sydney. I'm also the director of the Centre for Compassionate Conservation. In the last few years there's been a realisation that a new way of thinking for conservation is necessary, and in compassionate conservation we've been looking at using the welfare of individuals as part of our conservation toolkit to see how that changes the kinds of objectives we strive to meet in conservation, but also finding solutions, novel solutions to entrenched human-wildlife conflicts. So in the Centre of Compassionate Conservation we have a mix of scientists, lawyers, philosophers, artists, design people and business people. And these kinds of people are focused on trying to deal with some of the pressing issues for conservation around the world. In particular, conflicts between humans and other animals is of great importance. Primarily the way in which we engage with those conflicts is to kill animals that are of nuisance or getting in the way of human endeavours. But there are many people around the world that see that that's not necessarily having the successes that we'd hope. It's not always fixing conservation problems, and there needs to be some other kind of strategy that's more inclusive of the welfare of individuals to solve these kinds of problems. So compassionate conservation is really trying to focus on new strategies for resolving these human-wildlife conflicts. At the Centre for Compassionate Conservation we're doing a range of projects across a whole different range of academic interests. One of the projects that we're working on is trying to find ways to solve conflicts between humans and kangaroos. In particular we have a program working in the Bathurst region, which is west of Sydney, and we have a population that lives on Mount Panorama of kangaroos, and these kangaroos also share their space with a famous car race and lots of other activities. So we're trying to look at ways of enabling both humans and kangaroos to live harmoniously within that space. This is including a range of ecological studies of the kangaroos, how many there are, what their movements are and so forth, but then also looking at ways of including people in the process of engaging with kangaroos so that they feel like the kangaroos are part of their community, to form these kinds of multi-species communities.